All right, take two.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up, way up, pray up. On track, now we gon' way up.
Hey, and welcome to my fitness journey. This is my YouTube channel that's been around for a little bit of time, but has been quiet, very quiet. So I decided in the midst of a pandemic, while I'm actually in quarantine, because I have corona, I decided that it's a fun outlet for me to start making videos about my health journey or my fitness journey, but most importantly, my health journey. So I'll give you a little bit of insight on where this all started and basically my history with fitness and health and a lack thereof. I'll just sort of keep it till about a year or two ago, a year to 2 years ago. At the time, I actually lived in Australia. I grew up half of my life in Holland and half of my life in Australia. So I was in Australia at the time and I was overweight, and I decided to change that. So I first started with healthy eating, and then I got into CrossFit, and my love for CrossFit really grew in that time, and I still love CrossFit, and that's what really inspired me to get on this fitness journey. And my focus was not a certain weight or a certain look, but my focus really was health. So that's really something I appreciate about CrossFit, and that was going really well until the pandemic hit. So you might be thinking, okay, but there are so many people that are in the same situation and they didn't gain a lot of weight. So that's where my story sort of comes in. I have a history of very disordered eating. I've always had an issue with eating, and that doesn't necessarily need to be labeled as an eating disorder, even though for just the convenience of the conversation, I'll call it disordered eating. Mostly binging and emotional eating, which really plays a very, very strong part in my life. Anytime there is a lot of change around me, or I'm uncomfortable, or basically if something becomes inconvenient to me, then that starts to sort of take over. Past couple of months during the lockdown, I've been able to sort of really dive deep into myself and to figure out what it is that makes me be that way. So that is for another time, for another video. That's for another time. So in short, basically, that has been my issue, and it's always very extreme for me. So I don't gain 5 kilos or 10 kilos, I gain 40, 50 kilos. So at this point, I gained back, let's say 40 kilos. I gained 40 kilos. Unfortunately, it's not the first time. So it really has to be the last time that it's happened. That is a little bit of my journey so far. So what is my plan going ahead? We are still in lockdown. I'm currently living in the Netherlands, and we are still in partial lockdown. I'm in quarantine for corona. The plan for this channel is to show my journey, to have a creative outlet, for me to make it fun, for me to be accountable, but also I want to share, for people like me, because I can't be the only one who's experienced this type of issues with food and stuff like that. I just want this to be a channel where we learn from each other, and there's no shame in falling back or falling down. There's no shame in that. It's all about how you get up and what you do to improve. There's no standard that you need to abide to, not influenced by any type of looks or any type of thing that you see on social media. So in short, this channel is going to be about the future. I'm not going to linger on the past, even though that's been very difficult for me to deal with, and it's been very sad and disappointing. But I'm excited to share my journey. I'm excited to hold myself accountable. If you want to come on this journey with me. Maybe you are in the same position as me, or maybe you're not and you're a friend of mine probably, or my mum, then make sure that you subscribe to my channel. So I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and yeah, let's do this.